morning, YouTube. Mike here at Back to Homesteading Off Grid. I haven't done a video for a while, and I thought maybe I would today. It's April 5th, a Wednesday of 2023. Kind of turning into spring out here, and sundown tonight is Passover. So I thought maybe I'll do a little video. Let me get this camera turned around, and we'll see what's new on the ranch. Okay, we'll start out in here, and then we'll go outside. First thing I wanted to show you, look at what Judy made. She made a nice apple pie for our feast of unleavened bread. And of course, if you know me, you know what apple pie means. Come back over here and show that we've got new apple vinegar cooking here. There's some that's ready to be turned into the apple vinegar to drink, and there's some that I already made. What else is new? The sweet potatoes are coming up, and we take these slips and we put them in the ground, and that's what gives us our sweet potatoes. She's rotting some tomatoes there to make some tomato vines. Here's some unleavened bread for our feast tonight and this week. During Feast of Unleavened Bread, you don't eat any thing with yeast in it. In fact, we get all the yeast out of the house for the entire week. It symbolizes sin, and that's why we do that, to remind ourselves. Jesus was in the grave for 3 days, 3 full days. And the Catholics started on Friday, and they count Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But of course, it's not quite accurate. He was on the cross on a Wednesday. They put him in the tomb Wednesday at sundown. Their days start at sundown. So he was in the grave from Wednesday night to Thursday night, that's 1. Thursday night to Friday night, that's 2. Friday night to Saturday night, that's 3. And when they came in the morning on Sunday morning to wash him and found him gone, that was Sunday morning. And that's how we get our real full 3 days in the grave. Anyway, it's really cold this morning. So I don't know how long I'm going to do this. I'm getting ready right here to make some re-leveling on the trailer. We're going to put these blocks down, raise the whole thing about 1 inch, try to make it to where I can put these cinder blocks underneath. And oh, here's the cat. Say hi, kitty. That's our quote feral cat that showed up. Here's our new generator. Westinghouse is not going to be happy. If you remember, I bought one 4 or 5 months ago, and it already blew up on us. So they won't be happy. It's still under warranty, but I'd have to pay to send it back, and they'd find some reason not to honor the warranty. So you can see here I've moved the shade room. This is where we're going to have an Arizona room. And oh, it is chilly out here. We move the shade room over here. Let's go over and take a look at that. It's not quite level yet. We'll work on that. We've got the new shade cloth to go up on the roof. We're going with 50% this time instead of 70. 70 was too much. We think 50 will do better. We'll reattach this netting to keep the birds out. This is where she'll do a lot of work and stuff. And then in here we have our greenhouse, got our plastic up. We've had hurricane winds. You can see some damage up there. So I'll be fixing the top part of this. Not too damaged over on that side, but yeah, they're talking 70-mile-an-hour winds. Here's our comfrey. It's growing well, other than it's covered in sand right now. Everything's covered in sand right now. Nice and warm in there. The gutter works. That's our, from this roof up here, I got most of this water, about 50 gallons just from overflow that we had. And I still got to work on it. The gutter is laying down there because every time it gets windy, it blows down. I'll put a permanent one up here in a little while. Back here, we put in our rear gate to get out of the garden. Besides cementing the posts in, we went ahead and put that across, that cement across, so that it'll make it easier going in and out and to close the gate. And then attached to that is a pallet, in case you've been wondering what all these pallets were that we have laying around here. We paid for a few, and most of them we got for no charge at all. And what you do is you start here, and then you attach these pallets, and you go all the way around the garden. We'll put another gate out there, and it'll end up at this corner here. And then you come back and you stuff the holes with straw or anything. We've got plastic we've been saving. Instead of taking it to the dump, we'll stuff that in there. And then you coat the outside with a cob plaster mixture, and it'll end up looking like an adobe fence when we're done. It's a pretty cool idea. I've seen it done by a few people. So Judy's working on the garden here. We've got one more row to put over there. Those old refrigerators, those are turning into raised beds. It didn't cost us anything to get them from the dump. And with a hole drilled in the bottom for drainage, they make really great raised beds. So these are the 2 rows we have done so far. They're kind of covered in sand now because of the windstorm we had yesterday. Our garlic, so far the elephant garlic is not coming up. We did dig down, and they are starting, so we should see something there pretty soon. But you can look at my other garlic here. But we put in like 8 different varieties, and this one here looks like 3 of the 4. And this one here, I think all 4 of them came up, and they're growing really well. It's part of the experiment to see what grows best here for garlic. Next year I'll plant the 2 best varieties plus the elephant down there. And so over here is our little gazebo. The fence will attach over here. This will have shade over it. Shade's important. And then this is going to be a pathway here. If you can see in the background, we did a little bit of work, and there's going to be originally it was just for visiting RVs, but we're going to get a little something to put over there so that we can have longer term guests. See between the cats and the rabbits, we've got an awful lot of critters running around here. Haven't done anything with solar panels yet. Trying to decide how I want to mount them. All this other junk is because of the cows trying to get in and walk on the solar panels. We're considering this tree and maybe putting panels here, but I'm afraid that it's too small of an area is we want to put up about a dozen panels, which I have sitting over there and under a tarp. Not much else has changed over here. My truck, see, I've got a little light here now, and I'll be keeping this hood open. I just spent $400 having a mouse wire or a wire repaired that a mouse chewed through. It was the ground wire for the computer. Can't do much driving if your truck won't start. So I did work on this a little. If you remember, there was a root sticking out. There's part of it there that I cut off. So all we got to do now is level that and make a step on this side. Nothing going on out here. This is the where my workshop's going to be. It's just been cold, and it's been the wettest on record. We didn't get record snow here, but we got record snow at Flagstaff. Yeah, see, here's some more of that. Rabbits that running around here. So it was just pretty miserable. We froze our water three times, I think, but within a couple hours I had it going again. Not a big deal. A lot better than a lot of folks were days without water. So I'm thinking I might put the panels back here. There's plenty of room. I might have to lose that tree, but we'll see. Maybe not. If I put it there, that would make it close to the shop, easy to maintain, and it's just a short walk back to the house if I need to do something. And that would make it pretty easy to dig a line in. And we would just put a power outlet over here somewhere. Yeah, there's my box. I can pick it up again today, but things are just blown all over the place. We were chasing garbage cans and gas cans and you name it. It was one of the windiest I've seen. But that's the spring for you. Anyway, that kind of catches me up. I wanted to get this out today, and before the feast begins. We have several what are called Sabbaths during it. Tomorrow's a Sabbath. Saturday is a normal Sabbath. Sunday's a Sabbath. And I think next Tuesday night to Wednesday night is a Sabbath too. So thanks for watching. I hope I didn't bore you too much. I hope I was pretty clear about what I was doing. Look at that. The wind actually blew that little guy from there. Just like a tornado back east. And see how the wind undercut the other little building there and tried to bury that one. Oh well, it's the way life is. Thanks for watching.